Hello, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day today. My name is Steve. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today, I'm going to be learning how to speak with a British accent. Before we get started, guys, I just want to say it is so hot here today. It has reached the peak of summer. Imagine going outside and it's 107, and then you look to see what the humidity is, and it's 93% humidity, and it's not raining. It's just that humid. It is so hot, guys. It literally feels like you could cut the air with a knife. And it's honestly kind of hard to breathe outside. You know, luckily I have air conditioning in here, but unfortunately here upstairs, I have a portable window unit I plug in during the summer because we have central HVAC downstairs, but up here, you know, I just have this portable AC up here. And, you know, it works a bit, but unfortunately, when I want to make a video, I have to cut it off because it's too loud and you guys wouldn't hear me. So hopefully I'll be able to get through this without melting. I had it running for a little bit, and I do have a fan, but when it gets this type of hot, it's almost unbearable, you know, especially upstairs in a house like this. I'm sure a lot of you guys in the UK know how that is because I did a video a while back about your weather and how because you guys don't generally have AC, when it does get hot and humid, you guys definitely feel it, you know. So in that regard, I am lucky that I do have AC, but it's one of the unfortunate things that it's too loud for me to plug in when I'm going to make this video up here at least. But anyways, guys, enough of that rambling. But I'm really curious, when he says British accent, I wonder what British accent he's talking about. I'm guessing it's probably going to be, I guess, the British accent that most people in America probably would recognize from your average British actor. You know, probably the ones that are most common, I'm guessing, are, I think probably the most common British accent that Americans think of is an accent from the London area. Not every London accent, but I think the London area, considering that's probably an area with a lot of actors and actresses, that's probably the area that most Americans recognize a British accent from being, you know, based off of seeing actors and actresses on movies and TV shows. But anyways, guys, don't really know what to expect here, but I'm going to see if I can learn how to speak with a British accent a little bit. Obviously, I'm probably going to fail a bit. Obviously, I'm also wearing a earbuds here, and because of that, it kind of mutes your hearing a little bit, so I don't know how that's going to play with my accent here, but I guess we'll just go ahead and see. So anyways, guys, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and check out how to speak with a British accent.
Hello, English learners.
Hello, Michael.
This is Michael from ewmichael.com. So today, let's talk about the British accent.
Hey, guys, I just want to say real quick that this is a little bit, his volume is a little bit low on this video, I believe. And so I'm hoping that my voice isn't too loud compared to his, because I think you may have to turn it up just a little bit with his. I'm not 100% sure, but I just wanted to mention that.
So this is, without a doubt, the #1 question I get asked online. People ask me, how can I improve my British accent?
Are these Americans or
difficult
some other country or the UK?
Because of course,
no, it couldn't be the UK.
I don't remember learning my accent. However, I do have some advice for you that we can look at today to help you improve. But first of all, if you're wondering why you need to speak with a British accent, well, you don't. There are some reasons why you might want to, though.
I mean, for me, well, let's see. One reason could be if you have a job with British people. I mean, would I really do that? No, I'm not going to do it unless I'm, you know, I have, maybe British friends that were just kind of joking around or something, and I'm just playing around but like, if I have a job with British people as an American, I'm not going to pretend I'm British and try to sound British. That doesn't even make sense to me. Outside of playing around, or if you're an actor or an actress, I don't think you need to learn any other country's accent. Like, why would a British person just need to know an American accent unless they're an actor, or maybe they just want to have fun with it? I think it would be the same for an American or any other nationality wanting to learn a British accent. You know, it would just be for fun, really. You know, it wouldn't be I wouldn't go and pretend I'm British. I can't imagine why I would do that.
One reason could be if you have a job with British people and maybe you don't want them to think of you as a foreigner.
No, I think that's a bad idea,
reason
personally.
is to be understood clearly.
Sure.
If you work on your accent, whether it's American,
That's
British,
true.
or something else,
Yeah,
it will help people understand you much better.
that's very true.
But please keep in mind that everyone has a different accent. No one has the perfect
Everybody has a different accent from a different area.
In my
Absolutely.
opinion, all accents are beautiful. They are a symbol, a sign of where you're from.
It's very true.
And you should be proud of that.
I 100% agree with that, guys. I've learned that you guys have so many different accents in the UK. Before I started this journey, I had no idea. Like, I thought, obviously I knew there were more British accents than, I would have recognized, but I had no idea. You guys literally can change accents in a matter of a few miles. I mean, I believe, I don't know the number, but I'm guessing you guys have well over 100 different accents, maybe many hundreds of different accents throughout the UK. And then Ireland, I think, is probably similar. Maybe not quite as many as you have in the UK, but I believe Ireland does have quite a number of accents. And obviously America has a number of accents as well, but not nearly as many as the UK does. But I've learned that I really do. I agree with him. I love accents. They're just unique, and they're a bit of your heritage in a way. They basically show where you come from, and they're all unique in their own ways.
So never be discouraged by the way you talk. Okay. But if you do want to improve your British accent, then let's start with the sounds. So first of all, let's look at the R sound. A huge difference between American English and British English is the R sound. Americans tend to pronounce the R quite strongly, whereas us Brits, we almost don't pronounce it.
Okay, I want to try this, okay, before he moves forward with this. So if I was going to say, let me think of an R word. The color, red. Some people in the UK would probably make fun of that and say, what are you reading? Because I do say it probably in a way that sounds like I read a book. The color red, I read a book. I realize I say it the same way, right? But it's just, it's just my accent. But let me see. I don't know. Let me see how he does it.
When the R is used in a word after a vowel, it stretches the vowel. Take a look at this example. Cat and cart.
Cat, cart, cat, cart. So how would your, obviously it's going to be different depending on the British accent, because there's a lot of them, like we said, but overall, I think he's basically talking about just your average British accent is going to probably do things very similar, and your average American accent is going to do things very similar to other American accents and vice versa. So in this cot, let's see, if I would say cat, would you guys generally say cot, cat, cat, cot, and then it's caught, cart, I would go cart, cart. Oh, I know I'm butchering that, man. I know I'm butchering it.
So you'll notice the first vowel, is very short.
Cot.
Then when we add
Cot.
an R,
Aw.
it becomes R,
Aw.
not just a.
Aw.
Here are some more examples of British words with R. Car,
Car.
farm,
Farm.
and here.
Here. Car. Farm. Here. Okay, I think I see what he's saying there. The R is very, very light. It's like, it is almost like you are pronouncing the R, but it's very, very light. You're almost not pronouncing it. It's like you're pronouncing the A in these words much more than the R's. Car, farm, here, 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 car, farm, here. so it's like this. Car, and that would be car. Farm, farm. Here, here. Car, farm, here. Car, farm, here. Car, farm, here. That's how I would generally say it. And for British, it would be car, farm, here. And I do want to say, I understand that some of you guys that are from the UK don't have this exact accent, and it's going to sound a little bit different. But I do believe what he's trying to do here is, I think that based off of what I understand, the average British accent, no matter where you're at, no matter what accent you have, most British accents probably do something similar with the R. Am I correct in thinking that? And I wouldn't imagine that he would be teaching it like this if that wasn't the case, but who knows? Car, farm, here. Okay.
So see if you can repeat after me and practice those sounds. And maybe think of some more words that might include those sounds as well. The other sound I want to look at is the T sound. And it's another really big difference between American and British English. People from across the pond, that's the USA, will often pronounce the T almost like a D, rather than saying butter, they will say butter. Little bit like that. But whereas in British, the T is much more strong. Let's look at some examples again.
Okay.
Butter. Peter.
Interesting.
Better. Water.
Oh, I like the water. Water. I've heard that one definitely. That's for some reason that is a word that it sticks out in my head with when a British person says it for some reason. Water, water. And so this is interesting. So it's almost like backwards. In British English, you guys generally don't pronounce the R isn't exaggerated, but the T is exaggerated. While in American English, the R is exaggerated, but the T isn't exaggerated. So butter, butter, Peter, Peter, better, better. And it's almost like the R is turning into a version of an A little bit, but better, better, water, water, I forgot how I said it now. Water, 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 butter, Peter, better, water. Obviously, I understand that I am not, I'm not saying this, perfect. I'm just trying to learn this a little bit. Butter, Peter, better, better, water, water, butter, Peter, better. It's very hard for me to do, but he's right. For me, it would be butter, butter. And I do realize that Peter. I don't know. That sounds more like, but butter, 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 better, 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 better. Water, 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 water. So it's water, 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 and I would go water, 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 water. Butter, 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 butter. Peter, 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 Peter. Better, 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 better. I don't know why my volume goes down. It's interesting. When I speak with the American, my voice needs to it almost needs to raise up to say the word, and when I say it in the British version, it almost needs to lower. It's like butter, 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 water, what? That's water, 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 water. Anyway, sorry guys, let's continue.
And again, a lot of these words have R's in as well. So you can hear the T sound.
And the A sound, yes. Okay, yes.
So keep practicing those sounds. Once you feel like you're more comfortable with them, let's try some techniques to improve your accent. So one technique is simply to listen to people speak. Listen to TV, movies, radio.
True.
Talk to British people.
True.
Listen very carefully to how they speak and watch the way their mouth moves. A helpful technique known as shadowing is when you repeat the words after someone says them. So you can
good
try it in
idea.
this video if you want. After I say a sentence, pause the video and see if you can repeat the same sentence.
After I say, oh my, I can't. I can't do it, man. Oh man, it needs to be, yeah.
And try to mimic, to copy.
Is he
my
going to do it
pronunciation.
so I can try this?
If you really want to see how you're doing, I would highly recommend recording your own voice.
Recording your own
Can
voice.
feel a little awkward.
This
but
can feel
it's
a
really
little
good idea because sometimes your voice sounds completely different.
But sometimes your voice sounds completely different. Man, I know I butcher. I know. You don't need to tell me. I know that I'm not doing that properly.
To how you
It's not easy. It's not.
listen back to your voice and see if there's any areas you can improve.
Improve.
My final piece of advice is maybe a little bit less about
A little bit
accent.
less. A little bit less. A little bit less. And more about the words. There I go. Yeah.
More about
the
choice.
word.
So again, let's look at
word
the difference
choice
between American and British. The chances are you probably know a lot of American words because that's the most common English generally. But if you want to be more easily understood in the UK, or you just want to be more British because why wouldn't you? Then it's a good idea to remember these words. So here are some examples. In England, we say jumper.
Jumper.
In the US, they say sweater.
Sweater.
And that would be something like this. In England, we say mobile phone.
We say cell
In
phone.
America, they say cell phone. Here's some more exampple. So I'll say the British first.
Mobile.
And then American.
Wait, did he say mobile phone? We would say mobile phone. Wait, did he? Hold on. How do you guys say that?
And that would be something like this. In England, we say mobile phone.
Mobile
In
phone.
America, they say
I mean, that's how it's
cell
read,
phone.
too.
Here's some more examples.
We would say
So I'll
mobile
the
phone.
British first, and then the American word. Rubbish.
Garbage or trash.
Trainers.
Trainer sneakers.
Sneakers. Chips.
Chips. Fries.
Fries. Flat.
Flat apartment.
Apartment. So there are many, many examples like this. And
I
you
love
can
this
probably
stuff,
find
man.
A long list on Wikipedia or on the internet. But if you do say the wrong word, don't worry. British people generally understand all the American words, and Americans will understand most British words.
Most.
Thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope you found it useful, as
I did.
always. So your homework is to practice your best British accent. Let me know how it goes. If you like the video, of course, don't forget to like it or leave a comment. I'm always happy to see your comment.
All right, guys. So this was fun. I always love, I've done a number of those at this point where I'm like looking at the difference between British and American words like he was doing here. Well, yeah, like this. I always found this fun. I want to do some more of those. They're just really interesting to see, the differences in what we call certain things. I would say I agree with him. I think I would understand most British words, but I'm going to guess there's probably a good 5% or so of just British words that I've never heard of, obviously, like if someone was to say the word trainers, I know what that is now, but at first, when I first started the journey, I would have had no idea. I would have thought that would have been like, you went to the gym and a trainer was someone who trains you to work out. I had no idea, which it makes sense. That's just one example. Rubbish, I probably would have known that to be trash or garbage. I would have known that to be it would be described, we would describe rubbish as like not something physical. It would be like, how do I explain that? We don't even really use that word very often, but if I was to use it, it would usually be like something someone said or something that was completely ridiculous. It's rubbish. Yeah, but anyways, guys, that wasn't really what this video was mostly about. It was about the about how to speak with a British accent, and I did learn a couple of things here that you guys Your R's are not pronounced very strongly. Your R's generally are, you have more of an A sound than the R sound. Caw, fom, here. You do have an R sound, but it's very light, and the A is definitely pronounced more. And then for us, that's the opposite. Car, farm, here. And then obviously the T, butter, pita. I forgot the other ones. What was it? What were the other ones? Better, water. Yeah, I can see that. That's interesting. And so I'm really curious. Obviously, this was not enough for me to learn how to speak with a British accent. I didn't think it would be, a six minutes and change video, but it definitely gave me an understanding a little bit more about what I'm hearing sometimes when I'm hearing a British accent versus an American accent, because I couldn't put my finger on, for example, why water sounded so different, but it's because you're saying the T so strongly and the R is said so lightly, and it's almost as an A. Water, 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 water versus water. So it makes a lot of sense. And the same with the R. Well, that's basically what's said here. But I'd be really curious about how the other letters sound in the middle. Like, for example, if you would say, like, instead of the T, a word with P in the middle, would you say the P strongly, just like you do this T? So I can't think of paper. I would say paper, like a sheet of paper that I'm gonna write on. Paper. And would you guys say paper, 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 paper? I think that's similar to how you guys would say it. I think you're probably going to pronounce the P strongly, and the R is obviously still going to be light, and it's going to be more of an A sound. Paper, paper versus paper. I definitely enjoy this, guys. I definitely like to see some more videos similar to this. So if you have anything that you would recommend, sort of similar to this, to kind of learn a little bit more about the details of, I really like how he broke down just these couple of letters here. And I was able to it really helped me understand a little bit more about the differences and how we speak between British and American English. So like I said, if you have any videos to share sort of like this, that actually breaks down the sounds of the letters between American and British English, please feel free to share that in the comments. I would like to check it out. I'm sure either way that I will eventually find another video sort of like this so that I can kind of continue exploring this topic. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow me on my journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Till next time, guys, peace.